All right, I got no jokes, I got no witty quips. I just want to talk about this, so let's go. Sherlock Series 2. Yeah, in America we say Season 2, the Brits say Series 2, so hey, we hold to that. Or I hold to, I don't know who we is. Alright, so I've already reviewed Series 1 of Sherlock. You know what I feel about the entire thing? It's awesome. So now I watched Series 2, and I will say this plainly. After the first episode aired, I turned to my friend and I was like, that was good TV. I love the first episode. That is how you start a season off, or series. First of all, you have Irene Adler. All right, Rachel McAdams plays Irene Adler in the movies. And what I've realized this show does is not only take the characters that you know from the movies and make them a zillion times better, but it also makes the Robert Downey Jr. movies irrelevant because this is the definitive Sherlock experience. Comparing the BBC series Irene Adler to Rachel McAdams' Irene Adler is like comparing the Christian Bale Batman to the George Clooney Batman. You think back, you're like, yeah, that other one just it's not memorable. But this character in the show, yeah, memorable to say the least. She's awesome, she's sexy, she's smart, she is competition for Sherlock. One of the coolest moments is she comes out and Sherlock can't size her up. He looks at Watson, just immediately mentally sizes him up. You see cliff notes all over Watson's face and clothes, so obviously he still has it. Goes back over to her, just question marks. That's when I knew. I was like, this is gonna be a good episode. I didn't know it was gonna be a great episode. My least favorite episode of the entire series is the second episode, the Hounds of Baskerville episode. And I understand why they had the episode in it, because Hounds of the Baskerville is like an iconic thing. You know, you can't have the Sherlock show and not have the Baskerville episode. That being said, I felt like it was the weakest link. You come off of the Irene Adler episode, The Scandal in Belgravia. Really strong opener, really great characters, a good character episode for Sherlock Holmes. And then you go to this, which is just pretty much an episode. They have their mystery, they have to go to it, they have to solve it, but you don't feel the gravity of the situation for Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Like if they never went to that case and took on that case, I don't feel like their lives would be any different. You don't feel Jim Moriarty's claws in anything, you just feel like, it's an episode. However, if we're moving on to the third episode, that's the Jim Moriarty episode. Just like Series 1, the third episode is Jim Moriarty versus Sherlock Holmes. Now we get it again. I'm gonna show a picture of Moriarty because you kind of have to at this point. It's Series 2. The fun of Series 1 is not really knowing who Moriarty is. Now you've met him at the end of Series 1. Now he's taken on Moriarty. So here's the picture. This guy right here, the maniac Moriarty. And that was my gripe in Series 1. If you remember, I saw Jim Moriarty. I was like, I don't like how they're doing him. I felt like when I first met Jim Moriarty at the end of Series 1, first of all, you have like 2 minutes to get to know him. But second of all, I felt like he talked like Pollux Troy from Face Off. Hey, bro. I guess it's hard to really know where they're going to take a character in about 2 minutes of screen time. Jim Moriarty in Series 2, I get where they were going with it. I liked how they did him. The dude's crazy. He's out of his mind. I mean, you know that as things are happening, you're like, this guy is crazy. Then by the end of the episode, you're like, this guy is fucking insane. And you love it. Like, he's insane in that really cool Kefka from Final Fantasy VI kind of way. He's insane and eccentric, but he has the will and determination to really pull it off. He's not just going after Sherlock Holmes. He's going after the Sherlock Holmes legacy. He is going to crush this guy. When I walk away from entertainment of some kind after I see a villain, and I'm quoting the guy for like a week, I know I've met a good villain. Moriarty's one of those people. I like him the more I think about him. My only gripe is that I don't feel it shows him enough. I always want to see more of Moriarty. And again, it's the bummer. I think back to the Jared Harris Moriarty. I love the dude. I felt he was a perfect Moriarty for the Moriarty they were going for in the movie. However, is he as interesting as the Moriarty in the BBC Sherlock? He's not. It's kind of funny how perspective does that, you know? Like, you love the Jack Nicholson Joker, and then Heath Ledger's Joker came out, and you're like, yeah, he's just better. A strong opener, a great villain, a strong ending. I don't know how they could have made this any better. I'm getting these on Blu-ray. That is a fact. It's happening. I wanted to watch this immediately again right when it was over. I just want to be like, sweet, put it in disc 1. Let's do this again. Really, this is the definitive Sherlock experience. I can't stress that enough. I love the fact that they made it take place in modern times. Didn't make it feel like a gimmick. I mean, really, when Sir Arthur Conan Doyle penned the Sherlock stories, they were in modern times for him. Now they've just adapted it for modern times for us. I guess there's a new Sherlock series coming out in America where Lucy Liu plays Watson. I have no interest in seeing it whatsoever. I have found the holy grail of Sherlock. I will go ahead and stick with this. Thank you. I really don't rate shows, but the BBC Sherlock is Awesometacular. gotta make it official, you know? You just have to. I think any written text that's written with the intent to be spoken should be written by the writers of BBC's Sherlock. This has some of the best writing, characters, and dialogue that you will find in entertainment, period. So have you seen the BBC Sherlock? What did you think of it? How did you like season 2 in comparison to season 1? What's your favorite episode? So many questions, so little time. If you say it sucks, I don't even know what moon of what planet you exist on. But I'm still curious. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.